The first 5 minutes after you board decide the next 5 hours of your life. Did you know most flyers waste them? Skip a single step and the flight makes you pay for it. Dry mouth, a stiff back, a missing passport moment, even shelling out to swap seats you never planned to change. Get those first moments right, and you lock in a calm seat, a clear head, and a smooth ride before the wheels leave the ground. This video walks you through the same 9 moves frequent flyers run the moment they sit down. I'll show you exactly what they do and why it works quick, practical, zero fluff. And stay to the end, because Step 8. The Tech and Power failsafe solves the 90% problem most passengers don't see coming. Landing with a dead phone and no way to pull up your ride, hotel details, or onward boarding pass. Ready to set the tone for the whole flight? Let's start with the very first move. Finding your seat isn't the finish line, it's the first checkpoint. Before you unpack, look up at the letters above the bins. If the map switched last minute, A might not be the window anymore, and that 2-second glance saves a 5-minute shuffle you don't need. Drop into your actual spot and do a quick systems check while the aisle's still moving. Tray locks, recline clicks, outlet gives real power. If you'll need a seatbelt extender, ask now, crew handle it quietly during boarding, and you won't get stuck flagging someone down later. Now, the bag dances. Lift with a plan, not with drama. Angle the carry-on, wheels in or handle in depending on the bin's depth, so another bag can slot in cleanly. If your bin's already full, slide a few rows forward, not back. You'll pass your luggage naturally on the way out instead of swimming upstream. Your non-negotiables, passport, meds, electronics stay in the small bag under the seat. That's your lifeline if the gate agent tags your carry-on at the door. If anything's wobbly or jammed at your seat, flag it before the door closes. That's when fixes or swaps actually happen. And hold off on relocating to an empty row until the crew okays it. Weight balance and head counts matter, and they're tracking both. Crack the shade before taxi, one line of sight helps the crew. Don't go anywhere, that's only the first step. And the next move will make you rethink what you should keep within reach. Your carry-on's in the bin, great. Now protect the stuff you actually care about. Keep your passport, wallet, phone, and meds on you in a zipped spot. A jacket, chest, pocket is perfect. And skip the seat pocket for anything important. That thing eats valuables. Now, about the underseat bag. How do you set it up so the middle of the flight doesn't turn into a mess? Keep it simple. Small bag forward, zipper facing you, thin liner if the floor is questionable. Pull what you'll need before takeoff so you're not popping bins mid-flight. Scanning the cabin around you matters just as much. If someone's opening 3 overheads in 10 minutes or lingering when the lights are dim, clock it. That's not suspicion, it's awareness. If something feels off, make a quiet note and mention it to a crew member on their next pass. They'd rather check twice than fix a mess later. Time to dodge the surprises hardly anyone plans for. Turbulence, runaway tote, a service cart taking turn 9 like a NASCAR lap, tiny moments, big problems. When you stand, look down first. As you reach up, brace the bin door with one hand so nothing bonks you or your neighbor who fell asleep. Once that's handled, make sure you're actually ready if you're in the exit row. Give the safety card 5 seconds and ask if you could actually handle that door. If not, tell the crew while you're still on the ground, no drama, just readiness. Stay zipped, stay observant, stay kind. That's how you keep your gear safe and keep the cabin calm. Quick question for you. What's the easiest thing you've almost lost on a plane passport, earbuds, or something worse? Drop it in the comments and tell me what happened, how you fixed it, and your best anti-loss tip. I'm reading every story and I'll feature the sharpest ones in a future video. And did you know a misaimed vent can make you feel twice as wiped? C. Step 3. Seat hygiene and microclimate to fix it. Do you really know what touched your seat in the last hour? Airplane surfaces live a busy life. High-touch spots often carry a lot of bacteria, so set a quick clean zone before takeoff. I once watched a parent change a baby's diaper right on the tray table, and after landing, the crew did a quick check, but no wipe. Since that flight, I've made it a habit to clean any surface my skin might touch. You might think I'm being overly cautious, but one simple step can spare you a lot of avoidable grime and germs. Use alcohol-based or baby-safe wipes effective without turning your seat into a chemistry experiment. One fast pass is enough. Tray table, armrests, buckle, seat controls, window shade, and the air vent up top. Speaking of that tiny vent, it shapes how you feel far more than you might think. Cabin air cycles through HEPA filters every few minutes, cleaner than most people assume. Yet humidity hovers around 10%, which dries you out fast. The fix is placement, not power. Angle the vent slightly in front of your chest, not straight at your face, on a medium flow. You'll get a light air curtain that keeps you comfortable and nudges stray particles away without blasting your eyes. Motion sick? Do a quick vent reset, aim it at your neck or chin for a minute to cool the reflex and settle the nausea. Adjusted the vent after boarding, one wipe and you're set. 10 seconds of setup, and your seat starts working with you, not against you. And if you think your seat is set, let me show you the 30-second safety map that puts everything exactly where you'll need it. If the cabin went dark and you had 90 seconds, would you know which way to move? Most people tune out the briefing because they've heard it, but aircraft differ exit locations, seat counts, even brace angles shift by model. In real emergencies, smoke steals visibility, lights strobe, and minds stall. Instinct only helps if you've primed it. Want your body to move before your brain catches up? Try the one quick count pros rely on. Count the rows to the two nearest exits, one ahead, one behind. That number becomes your compass. If the aisle fills with smoke, you'll know exactly how many seatbacks to touch before turning. Does it actually help? A real-world example suggests it can. A classic example is Air France, flight 358 inches, Toronto, 2005. Passengers who quietly counted their rows could reach the exits faster once smoke filled the cabin. Small habits, big leverage. You can absolutely protect yourself in a worst-case moment. Start by confirming your gear. While you're seated, glance under your chair for a sealed yellow pouch, the life vest. Don't open it, just make sure it's there. A missing vest can even delay departure. That's all it takes. One count, one glance, and you've built a mental exit map. Safety dialed in? Good. Because next up is your takeoff reset, the quick setup that makes the first climb feel calm instead of chaotic. Do those last seconds before takeoff make your shoulders creep up just a little? It's that mix of engine rumble, light changes, and your brain bracing for the unknown. So how do you get past that feeling? Here's what the pros do. Start with posture and belt. Position the seatbelt low and snug across your hips, not over your stomach. That way the load sits on the pelvic bones instead of soft tissue. If the day ever goes sideways, the brace position is what keeps you moving afterward. Here's how to do it. Feet flat, head down, forearms over the crown, belt fastened. Hold it until the aircraft stops and the doors open. That setup protects the parts you need to stand up and get out quickly. Let your head steady so takeoff feels smooth, not spiky. Don't forget to settle your nervous system with 5 simple cycles. Inhale through your nose for 4, hold for 4, exhale through your mouth for 6. This rhythm signals your nervous system to settle and smooths out that surge of adrenaline. Breathing helps with nerves. What about ear pressure? Here's the quick fix. Handle pressure changes with swallowing, gentle yawns, or a light Valsalva. Pinch your nose, exhale softly. Use the last one sparingly, easy does it. Head clear, belt snug, mind steady, now enjoy the climb. And when we hit step 6, I'll show you how to turn an economy seat into a mini business class with a few simple moves. Comfort doesn't start at cruising altitude, it starts the second you sit. Most economy seats curve the wrong way for your spine, so give your lower back a backbone. Slide a folded sweater or a small pillow behind your lumbar. If the headrest has wings, Tip them slightly forward so your neck isn't bobbing through every bump. If you've ever felt your neck turn into a metronome on a long flight, you know how useful this is. Pressure points acting up? Flip the script on that inflatable neck pillow. Sit on it to take the load off your tailbone. Dress in layers so you can ride out cabin mood swings. Then keep circulation awake with tiny resets every hour, an ankle flex here, a shoulder roll there, one slow neck sweep, done. But comfort isn't only cushions, it's people. Especially on long hauls, the vibe of your row makes or breaks the flight. A quick nod, or if you need to get out, tap my shoulder, turns strangers into allies. Read the signals. Earbuds in or a shoulder toward the window usually means quiet mode. And do a volume check. Headphone karaoke is real. If you can hear your movie over the engines, row 23 can too. A tiny smile beats a shush every time. Recline with manners, quick glance behind, then ease back in one smooth move. Nothing ices a row faster than a surprise recline into a full cup of ginger ale. And about armrests, the unspoken treaty, the middle seat gets both. Window shares one and gets the wall. Aisle shares one and keeps leg swing. Picture this. Aisle claims two, window guards the wall, middle goes T-Rex with elbows, everyone loses. Honor the treaty, and the cabin stays civilized. You've made the seat work for your body and the people around you. Flights feel shorter when comfort and courtesy travel together. Comfort locked and the row at peace now take on thirst and time zones, hydration and body clock sync. The cabin feels calm, but your body is working harder than it looks. At cruising altitude, humidity hangs around to 10%. That dryness quietly steals water with every breath, headaches, brain fog, and the jet lag slump that lingers. Sounds serious, right? Don't worry, the fix is way easier than you think. Don't chug, sip. Think 2-3 mouthfuls every 20-30 minutes. Start early so you're topped up before the cart even rolls. Go easy on coffee, soda, and wine. They wake you up, then wipe you out. Level up with electrolytes on longer flights. They help your body actually use the water in thin, dry air. Skin and lips need backup too. A tiny moisturizer and balm keep you from over-drying and playing catch up later. And don't forget to sync your body clock so your energy lands where you do. Switch your phone, watch to destination time the moment you board, and nudge your habits to match what's there, not here. Eastbound preset, treat the flight like an early night dim screens. Small meal, eyes closed when your destination is asleep. Westbound preset, stay bright and moving screen time okay earlier. Stand up more and aim for daylight cues. On landing, light is your ally. Daytime arrival, soak up real daylight and keep moving. Night arrival, keep it dim, skip big meals and late screens, let your brain believe it's bedtime. You'll feel the payoff the moment you stand up. Steadier energy, a clearer head, and less, what day is it? 5 minutes to taxi. If the connection dies at 35,000 feet, then what? I'll reveal the setup that makes you immortal when the Wi-Fi doesn't show up. If your plan depends on in-flight Wi-Fi, your plan has a hole in it. We all know this, and that's exactly when we forget it. Pre-download what you'll actually use. A movie, couple podcasts, one playlist, maybe an offline game. Buffering at 12% isn't character development, it's torture. Do an offline dress rehearsal at the gate, flip airplane mode on, and hit play right there. If your show launches, subtitles load, and the app doesn't beg for a login, you're truly ready. Do the same for music and maps. If it works now with radios off, it'll work at 35,000 feet without drama. And one quick courtesy while you're set up. One last glance around the row if there are kids nearby, maybe save the gore for later. 2 seconds of awareness spares you the zombie movie glare. Treat your laptop or tablet like glass. Don't park it in the seat pocket the second the person in front reclines. That pocket turns into a slow motion screen press. Better move. Slip it into a padded sleeve and tuck it in your under-seat bag, safe, clean, out of splash range. Quick sanity check before you taxi. Downloads finished. Apps verified. Brightness set. Headphones paired. Now, Wi-Fi can be a bonus, not a lifeline. And in case you or a travel companion need a little extra help getting through the airport, don't skip what's next. Up next, Special Needs Fast Pass. How to set it up, what it covers, and the simple request that gets you through faster without paying a cent. Some travelers need a little extra help on board, and the smoothest flights happen when that help is set up early. When I post airport tips, the question I get most is about flying with hearing aids or medical devices. It varies by case, but my advice never changes. Tell the crew during boarding. That quiet heads up lets them switch to hand signals or written notes if you're hard of hearing, help you secure essential gear within reach, or give you a minute more to settle without stress. It's not a favor, they're trained for this. Bringing medication, insulin, EpiPens, anything temperature sensitive, keep it in your carry-on, not in the hold. Cargo bays can dip toward freezing, the cabin stays climate controlled. An insulated pouch or small cooling case keeps things stable, even on long hauls. One more thing people miss: at security, medical supplies may be screened separately. Having prescriptions or labels handy speeds the process. If you want a deep dive on US rules, I've got a full TSA meds guide linked in the description: what to pack, what to declare, and what to avoid. You're not a burden, you're prepared, and the crew is on your side. Save this as your pre-boarding checklist and pass it to one traveler who could use it today. If you've made it this far, it gets easier from here. 9 small moves, done in the first few minutes. And the whole ride feels different. Bag where it should be, seat set for your body, nerves steady, phone alive when you land. You don't need a perfect flight to feel in control. All you need is a routine you can run without thinking. Pick 2 or 3 tips from today and make them your upcoming trip. By the time we push back, you'll feel the difference. I want to hear from you. What's your first move after sitting down seat check, vent setup, or a stealthy armrest treaty with your row? And if you've got a wild success story or a cautionary tale, drop it below. Your comment will help somebody else fly smarter this week. If this video saved you even one headache, tap like so more travelers see it, and subscribe for the deep dives ahead. Thanks for flying along. Buckle up, breathe easy, and I'll see you at the next gate.